Open Campus is a separate arm, decentralized goal of creating an alternative education system that revenue from the student will build a completely on-chain, transparent revenue system. TinyTap came to be about a decade ago with the goal of creating an alternative education system, because we all understand that the current one we have has so many problems that I can talk about for hours here. Mainly the fact that there's a lack of innovation, it's very, very centralized. And so we wanted to offer educators and creative minds tools so they can create their own content and bring their own education to the world. And we did that. We created TinyTap.
And it's been wonderful that I share with teachers that TinyTap is simple enough for kids to create their own content and yet sophisticated enough for content creators to come up with something really amazing and interesting.
On blockchain, we don't have to trust. We can build a system that makes sure that revenue from the student goes directly to the content and back to the content owner. So it's complete. We build a completely on-chain, transparent.
Well, we don't need to solve for security. We don't need to solve for scalability. But what we do need to solve for is a place for people in education to come together. Our vision for EDU Chain is what we're calling the learn, own, earn model, right? So the learn model, I think, is fairly straightforward. Everyone understands what learning looks like, whether it's both traditional education in formal institutions or informal education that happens on places like Twitter, YouTube, or even conferences and events like this, when you speak to your fellow participants and learn more about the industry. We are looking to tokenize all of that, and a lot of different projects are tokenizing this to bring it onto EDU Chain. I would love to see when that first person goes through EDU Chain, they've learned something new, a new skill set on the EDU Chain dApps. They've inscribed it to prove that they've learned this as a verifiable credential, and they can actually earn a living on-chain through what they've learned.
What we are now building as Gelato, which is a roll-up as a service platform that enables projects like Open Campus to build their own blockchain, to power applications such as educating and helping monetize content creators, and scale this to millions and millions of users all around the world.
A special project that TinyTap is launching, and I think it's one of the most beautiful use cases that we've found for education on blockchain, and that is trust. How can we support education in a way that we trust our money, that our money is going directly to the students to access education and not to a charity or misused or operation budget? How can you support students in India, in the Philippines, in wherever you want directly? And so with blockchain, we can do that. We can put crypto in the hands of families and students directly and make sure that can only be used to access education and nothing else. So we believe that can be a huge opportunity in education. There's over $58 billion that was donated just last year for higher education in the States. It's a huge market. We're happy to make it a little bit more transparent and more trustworthy. And that's only the beginning. That's a quick introduction to content ownership, both on the student side of what they're purchasing, both on the creator on what they're creating, and both on you guys and supporters on how to be a part of education.